Hello everyone, this is Ariane Arsenault from La Fille de la Mer. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am making some soaps in some brand new soap molds from Winston and Walter. I don't know if you've seen my other video where I used their slab liners. I love them so much that I decided to buy 4 extra molds. This model is the tall and skinny soap mold with silicone insert, and it makes a lovely and sexy shaped bar of soap. I've actually tested it last week, and today I'm making a mini line of Mermaid soaps. So here in front of me are my selected fragrances that I'm gonna also be testing because I have some new scents that I've never tried in soap. And then I have my color combos in front of me. This soap is really high in coconut oil, and it is actually a brine soap, meaning it will be made with salt water, and it was April's Patreon tutorial of the month. So if that's something you're interested in making, you can subscribe to my Patreon campaign where you get to support my YouTube channel and get a tutorial in return each month, as well as a Facebook Live for $5 a month. So if you like my content and you like to give back, Patreon is a place where you can do so. We have 3 active formulas and tutorial each month, and a brought back from the past tutorial that gets to be voted by subscribers on my Patreon campaign. So with that being said, I will leave all of the links down below. If you're interested, please leave me any questions. I will be happy to answer. And now let's make some soap. This soap is a rather simple combination of oils and butters. There is virgin coconut oil and shea butter from Baraka Shea Butter. There is palm oil that is certified organic and fair trade from Palm Done Right. And then once that's melted, I'm gonna add some extra virgin olive oil. Now the fragrance oils that I've picked, this one is a sample that was sent to me by Island Escape Fragrances. They are a Canadian suppliers of fragrances called Cranberry Tidings. And then here I'm doing a combo of Peach Prosecco and Kumquat from Brambleberry. And here I have a fragrance called White Jasmine Pineapple. And the 4th Mermaid soap will be done with a fragrance from Mont Rouge, Canada called Wild Sage and Mint. The colors that I have on my workstation are mostly from either Nurture Soap or the Fizz Fairy. I will leave the links down below. I do have affiliate links for Nurture Soap. So that's also a way to support my channel at no extra cost to you, is by shopping from my affiliated links. I'm gonna get my oils and butters melting, and my lime water solution is already cooling down. It's already been mixed. It's a brine water solution, which consists in sea salt and distilled water, and then I added my lime to it. So we'll be back when everything is ready to make soap with. Here is a closer look at these beautiful molds from Winston and Walter. So the way that they are made, they have a very nice, thick, and sturdy silicone insert inside, and both sides actually slide up. So when you want to unmold your soap, it's super easy to take it out of the mold. And there are grooves at every inch on the side panels. So if you do piped tops or embeds on your soap, you can find the 1-inch mark. And then when you cut using your soap cutter, taking into consideration that you're using a standard soap cutter that is set at 1 inch, then you would have perfectly cut bars and cut at the right position. So this stock pot will actually be divided in 4. So it's actually kind of a mini master batch. All that is missing now is the olive oil, which I'm adding right now. I will give it a good stir, and then we're gonna start portioning and scenting and coloring and making mermaids. I am super curious about testing this fragrance oil in soap. It says that it is skin safe and it can go into soap. However, I do not have any data on the behavior in cold process, so we're gonna find that out together. When I know a fragrance oil very well, I know that I can add it to my base oils before adding my lye water, but because this is a new one, I'm gonna add it after I mix in my colorants, just in case it, it would thicken up and then, I couldn't make my pretty mermaid swirl. So I'm gonna get this ready here, my colorant, ready to go in the base. So this technique will create kind of a fishtail or mermaid tail look, but it is actually inspired by the secret feather swirl, which is a technique that I've discovered from my friend Zaheda Map from Handmade in Florida, and she's been using this technique for years, and it creates a beautiful result. However, I do mine with less layers, and so it looks like a fishtail. I actually kind of discovered that by accident. Let's do the fishtail. So I'm just going to take a hanger, I'm going to push it down, and that will do the trick. Straight down the middle. And up from the side, and again, twice. And that's it. Okay, so Mermaid 1 is done. Voila. My next fragrance I have worked with before. It is a combination of kumquat and peach prosecco. I have used both in cold process in the past, and both have behaved very well. Let's just hope that the combination will be as easy to work with. My colorants are ready, and let's add the lye water. This yellow mica is actually called Yellow Submarine, and the orange is Orange Sherbet by the Fizz Fairy. This one is Queen of Hearts, and it is a deep, deep pink with red hues. I really like this color.
I have added my white jasmine pineapple fragrance oil directly into my oils and butter because on the bescented.com website, they do state that it does not accelerate trace and also it shouldn't discolor. So let's hope it works as predicted. My colors are ready. These are my 2 highlights. And I have, this one is the beautiful Cabaret by Nurture Soap. Oops. Mermaid tail maker. All right, let's push down once and twice. Oh. Last but not least is Cranberry Tidings, and I'm really excited about this one because I love cranberries. I think I'm gonna go with a darker theme for this soap. I think I'm gonna have a black sea with a red, teal, and white mermaid tail. So let's figure this out. I'm not absolutely sure about how this is gonna look, but this is my color combo. I'm gonna go with Nocturnal Black Mica, Trial by Fire, Winter White, and a little bit of Caribbean Blue. These 3 colors are from Nurture Soap, and this one is from the Fizz Fairy. Wow, this red is absolutely stunning. I love it. Oh, this is looking really nice, guys. I'm really happy. And now the black.
Okay, first I want to say that this red is the bomb. I have no idea why I never tried it before. It's been sitting in my cupboards for far too long. I apologize to Carrie, the owner of Nurture Soap, because I've ordered this mica like over a year ago and it's just been staring at me. Well, today was the day. I love it. It's the perfect red. Look at that, how rich it is. Okay, let's make this mermaid. Hurry up and cover up and make a soap. Come on. Well, that's it. The soaps are all in the mold. I will insulate them and I will come back in a couple hours to cut them because these being high in coconut oil and also having salt will make an extremely hard bar of soap really quick, and I need to cut through these before they become too solid. So we'll be back in a couple minutes. It is time to cut through the saltwater soap bars. They've been hardening in there for about 6 hours, and before they become too rock solid, we're gonna try and cut through them. This is one that I made last week, and this is the fishtail or mermaid tail design that I tried to recreate today. So shall we see what's inside these soaps? The first soap to be unmolded is the first one that I made. So let's see. Boom. Well, okay. Magic. Okay, that's a little surprise. That soap was colored with a green mica, but I guess, and that's one of the things when you get new micas, sometimes they've been tested for soaps and sometimes not. So my beautiful metallic green now looks yellow, but that's okay because I have other blues, teals, and greens in there, and I'm sure they'll make up for the the lack of dark green that I was actually searching for in this soap. I'm just gonna trim. I have to say the smell of the wild sage and mint is absolutely fabulous. It's very fresh, very summery, herbal, not too much, not too floral. Okay. This soap mold makes 20 bars of soap. It's 20 inches long. Voila. Cha-ching. Oh my goodness, I love it. It's, aww. It's their brother sisters. Super cute. So this one is just like I wanted, except the color that morphed, but that's okay. It looks kind of a sand color, so I'm good with that. Put these on my drying tray so that they can dry evenly. And my drying trays are full and I am in full swing production. So I actually ordered another tower of soap drying trays just so that I have extras and that I'm not limited to waiting for my soaps to dry before I can make more soap. So I think I have 30 trays right now, and when I get my new tower, I will have a total of 42 soap drying trays. And each will hold about 70 to 90 soaps, depending on the size of the soaps. Okay. Oh, there we go. Wow, popped right out. Aww. It looks like phoenix colors, like rising from the ashes. I just love the soap. Last but not least, cranberry tidings. I'm probably gonna have to rename all of these soaps, but that's the fragrance that was in it. Look at that, look at that. Pulls right off. So, so satisfying. This is crazy. All right, bump. Oh, I have to say, I wanted this to be black, and usually I use activated charcoal, so I'm not used to working with black micas, and it turned out gray, but I think it's still nice. And the smell, oh my goodness, it smells so good. This soap is just amazing. I will simply make it blacker next time. It needs to be more black. I want it like this kind of black. Oh well. This is what happens when you play and you create and you know, work on intuition. Aww. So this is a 3-color mermaid tail. Somebody said it looks like Acadian colors. I'm just, you know, without the yellow star. It's a French flag, a French mermaid. I decided to take out my soap beveler from Lilu Soap Tools and give a nice angle to these bars because salt bars with lots of coconut oil are very firm, and I find that the sides here are a little sharp. They're just not comfortable to hold, so I'm just gonna bevel them. Give them just like this perfect finish. All trimmed, all done, all pretty. And now off to the drying area. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed and I hope you learned something new. If you would like to learn how to make these saltwater soaps, you can go to the description box down below and find the link to my Patreon campaign. It is $5 a month for one tutorial each month, and having access to our exclusive Patron Facebook group, which is an amazing place where we host Facebook Lives every month. So, oh my goodness, it smells so good. I cannot wait for these soaps to cure so I can try them for myself. Also, I am super happy, very glad that I bought these tall and skinny soap molds from Winston and Walter, because sometimes when working in a slab, some designs are a little bit more tricky to make in slab form. And rather than making one slab, I can use these 4, which is about the same amount as one of my slabs. Or if I want to make limited editions like I just did today, that's a perfect option for me. They hold a little over 3 kilos each, which is awesome. It's also very easy to handle and to manage. Like if you have backaches or tendonitis, or if you have soreness in your body, definitely easier to manage than a slab. Sometimes I think I like to overwork myself with the slabs, but it's also it's efficient. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section down below. I will do my best to answer your questions or comments. You can also visit the description box, as I always leave useful links for makers down there, resources, supply, my Facebook group, Makers Collab, and a whole bunch of other information. There's also a direct link to my website if you would like to purchase my products. There's my Patreon campaign and a few affiliated links, as I mentioned earlier in the video. So with all that being said, thank you for joining. I'm super happy you're still watching until the end, and I will see you guys very soon in another video. Stay safe and take care.